The Ought. Reclaiming the Immaterial in the Age of Illusion. Author's note: this book was written for those who feel a quiet presence whispering, "You ought to tell the truth. You ought to do what is right. You ought not betray what matters." That presence is something we all experience. I did not invent the ought. Religions did not create it. Evolution did not evolve it. But the ought appears everywhere, across every culture, quietly insisting that some things are forbidden and some things are required, even if it costs us. The ought is immaterial and undeniably real. It is not delusional, because immaterial things bring meaning to life. This book was written for you, and not for the academics who need everything perfectly polished. I am no scholar. I wish I had the education to write this book better. I wrote it raw, a little wild, unpolished, and sometimes clumsy. There are bunnies and metaphors and plenty of rough edges. But this book was not written to impress the gatekeepers of philosophy. It was written to anyone who has ever felt that unmistakable pull toward what is true. If you recognize that pull, then this book is for you. My hope is that these pages will give you the language for something you have recognized but could never quite articulate, such as, you are more than matter. Your conscience is real. Your agency is real. Your spirit is real. The ought is the thread that ties you to truth itself, and this book is my attempt to trace that thread. Chapter 1. The Magicians. There is a subtle reason why people of influence use rhetorical tricks instead of straight talk. They want to have their audience nod in agreement with them without question. They are like magicians, making their illusions seem real. And magicians are adept at knowing how to wield their authority so their illusions will stick. They wear a fancy cape. They have a top hat. They are on stage in the spotlight. This is a trick called an appeal to authority, and it works when an audience gives their trust to someone with credentials. Magicians, though, will take their audience's trust and then turn it against them. How many times have we lowered our guard and believed a rabbit suddenly appeared out of a magician's hat? Again and again we accept the illusion of truth, not because it is coherent, but because it was delivered from a trusted high seat. And crowd manipulation can be dangerous. Its whole purpose is to distort our discernment. Once a crowd accepts the magician's illusion, they then become more susceptible to whatever comes next. I do not want you to get caught up in crowd thinking. It is good to have a friend who can point and say, "Look, I saw him sneak the rabbit into his hat. He's trying to trick us." So please consider me as that friend as I try to explain how the magicians of this generation have been trying to trick us. Who are these magicians? They are celebrity scientists, esteemed professors, and best-selling authors, and they would like nothing more than for you to build your life on their ground. That ground is called materialism, and those who trust this ground believe that our existence includes only the physical material world. They do not accept the immaterial world at all. Instead, they believe that science is the only reliable path to truth. Humans are animals, and after death, there is nothing but dirt and decay. They have two rules. Rule 1, acknowledge the material. Rule 2, deny the immaterial. Accepting these two rules may seem logical, but I am convinced they are the hypnotic two-beat rhythm that pulls you into their illusion that the immaterial does not exist. They will do all they can to convince you that their game is fair, but this is not a fair game. This is their game, and you play by their rules. And those rules are tilted in a way in which you will always lose. My goal in the next chapter is to break this trance, so you will be able to see past their illusion.